Good day, I am Manala Hardin, ID 123, and I'll be teaching a topic under Kaling 1 Long Quiz 2, getting the derivative of trigonometric functions. So kung kanina square root yung hinahasa natin, ngayon let's try naman if nasa denominator yung independent variable. So let's try evaluating this. So we can treat this as our u, right? So ano lang siya, cosecant u. And how do you get the derivative of that? That's just negative cosecant u cotangent u du over dx. Be mindful sa negative sign. So that's y prime is equal to negative cosecant of whatever your u is, which is 1 over x squared plus 2, cotangent 1 over x cubed plus 2. Then, yung du over dx mo. Okay? So that's just that. Baka tinuruan kayo ng prof nyo on how to get the derivative of this ng diretso. Pero if nahirapan kayo, it's just the same as x cubed plus 2 raised to negative 1, di ba? Kaya siya nasa denominator, kaya naka-reciprocal yan. Pero that's just gonna be, let me just copy this one. Actually negative 1 over x cubed plus 2 squared. Syempre, times d over dx of x cubed plus 2. So we're almost there. Just need to copy this thing. Then, what's this? What's the derivative of x cubed plus 2? That's just 3x squared. And we already have our answer. Let's just rearrange them. You'll notice na dalawa yung negative dyan. So, magiging positive yung sagot natin since the signs will just cancel out. So, that's 3x squared. Nilagay ko lang sa unahan yung algebraic na term. Then, cosecant 1 over x cubed plus 2. That's this one. Then, cotangent 1 over x cubed plus 2 all over x cubed plus 2 squared. And this is our final answer for this problem. Now let's move on to the next one. This is another square root problem, pero lahat na nasa loob ng square root. So let's try this one. Again, maybe your prof made you memorize kung ano yung derivative nito kapag nasa square root. So that's just 1 over 2 times whatever's in the square root. So that's just 1 plus cotangent of square root of 4x times d over dx of whatever's inside the square root. And for this, since ito, constant yan, that's just, yung derivative yan, it will just be 0, we'll focus on this term. So we can let this be our u. So that's just cotangent u. And if we get the derivative of that, it's negative, since nag-start sa c, negative cosecant squared u du over dx. So let's apply that. Nagiging times negative cosecant squared, ano yung u mo, square root of 4x, times d over dx of square root of 4x. Now, there's two ways to go about this one. You can either express it as 4x raised to 1/2, kasi square root, or pwede mo ilabas yung 4 sa square root since perfect square din naman siya anyway, so that's just 2 square root of x. Either works naman. I prefer this one lang kasi it's already sort of mas simplified siya. So I'm gonna copy all of these, right? Oops. Then yung derivative nito, since 2 is a constant, puwede naman lang siya ilagay diyan. 2 times ano yung derivative ng square root of x? That's just 1 over 2 square root of x. And you already have your answer, but conveniently, you can see this can cancel out. Rearranging our answer, we have negative cosecant squared. Be careful sa pag-list down, sa pag-rearrange. Square root of 4x all over 2 square root of x. Saan nanggaling yan? It's here. Don't forget that. Times 1 plus cotangent square root of 4x. And this is our final answer. I hope you can still follow through all the examples. Actually, pare-parehas lang naman ginagawa natin eh. Yung basic lang niya is yung mga derivatives and trigonometric functions, then we're just plugging and playing. Now, let's move on to this example. So, I think medyo mas magiging mahaba to since dalawa yung isa-solve natin. You'll see why. Okay, hindi ko na isa-spoil. Let's get the derivative of function of x. Since lahat ito nakapaloob sa cosine, we can treat this as u. So this is just gonna be a cosine u function, right? So what's the derivative of cosine u? Sabi na natin kanina yan. That's just negative sign of whatever's inside. Just gonna copy for convenience. Times du over dx. So that's d over dx of the same function. Yan nasa loob. Evaluating this further. Just gonna copy that. We're gonna compute for the derivative of sine 3x and cotangent x over 3. Dito muna tayo sa sine 3x. So we can treat this, yung 3x, as our u. So this is just a sine u function. Ano yung derivative ng sine u? That's just cosine of u, 3x, times du over dx. In this case, our u is 3x. Let's try the other one, yung cotangent, 3x over 3. So this is just a cotangent u situation where your u is x over 3. What's the derivative of cotangent u? That's just negative cosecant square u du over dx. So instead na plus to, gawin nating minus kasi plus negative. So that's just minus cosecant squared of u du over dx. Ano yung u? X over 3. Let's evaluate this further. Okay, hanggang dito lang pala. Yes. And let's write the remaining ones. Cosine 3x. What's the derivative of 3x? That's pretty straightforward. That's just 3. Then cosecant squared x over 3. What's the derivative of x over 3? That's just 1/3 kasi that's just 1/3 x, right? And we already have our answer. We just need to, again, express it ng mas maayos. So negative sign, actually I'll just copy paste this one. Negative sign of sine 3x plus cotangent x of x over 3. Lagay lang natin ito sa harap. So that's just 3 cosine 3x minus 1/3 cosecant square x over 3. And this will be our final answer. Yung negative yun sa harap ah. Be careful sa mga negative sides. That's another tip. Let's move on to our example number 7. So what do you notice here? Parang ang dami mong functions na minomultiply. Will you use the product rule? It will still work. However, there's an easier way. There's an easier approach to solve this. Let's try to express everything in terms of cosine and sine. And maybe, just maybe, may makakancel tayo. Right? Because it's very hassle if you're gonna perform product rule dito sa gantong kahabang um, function. Kasi you're gonna get the derivative of this first and copy the whole thing. Get the derivative of this, copy the whole thing, then plus get the derivative of this, copy the whole thing. You get the pattern, right? Let's try the method I propose. What if we express everything into cosine and sine first? So this is just cosine 2x. What's the definition of cotangent? So the way I remember cotangent is, since nagsastarted siya C, so cosine yung nasa taas. Cosine x over sine x. Let's keep moving. That's just sine 2x. Then secant. What's the definition of secant? That's the reciprocal of cosine, right? That's just 1 over cosine 2x. Then tangent is sine x over cosine x. So you really need to recall your trig from fund math. Then you can see the magic starting to happen, since you can cancel this, you can cancel that. Actually, you can actually observe it here kasi they're literally reciprocals of each other. Then what can you cancel pa? This pa. You've canceled almost all of them. So you're left with d over dx of sine 2x. Yan na lang i-evaluate mo. If you do the product rule, this whole thing, you'll get at the same answer. Pero what we did was an easier approach, significantly easier approach. Okay, so what's the derivative of sine 2x? So this is our u. So it's just sine u, right? Sine u. So this is just gonna be equal to cosine 2x of d over dx of 2x, right? Which is essentially just, since anong derivative ng 2x is just 2. 2 cosine 2x. But dito, binigyan tayo ng condition. So, at x is equal to pi over 2. So, we need to evaluate this pa. So, magiging 2 cosine of 2 times pi over 2. What's 2 times pi over 2? That's just, this will just cancel out. So, you're just really looking for 2 cosine of pi. If hindi nyo memorize kung anong value niyan, you can just draw the unit circle, right? 0, pi over 2, pi, 3 pi over 2. Or you can skip this part if you already know what the value is. This is pi, okay? And cosine, so you're looking for the x component. So it's this one. That is negative 1 times 2. So your final answer for this problem is negative 2. And we're down to our last example for this video. Here we'll have implicit differentiation para ma-recall nyo rin yung steps. So makita nyo, ito, multiply dito, tas ito, multiply dito. So it would make sense to use the product rule. So let's do that. So copy this first, then differentiate the second term. So that's just, we can let this be our u. So that's just a cos u, right? Ano yung derivative ng cos u? That's negative sine of u times du over dx. So times d over dx of x squared. Plus, yung una naman yung i-differentiate mo. So that's d over dx times y times cosine x squared. Kinopy mo lang yung second term. Is equal to, copy the first term, x, then get the derivative of the second term. So it's similar to the one on the left, negative sine, pero y squared, times d over dx of y squared. Then, yung unang term naman yung kunin natin derivative. So, what's the derivative of x? That's just 1. Okay, so we can just write cosine y squared as our last term. Okay. So, pwede nating gawin tong negative y. Binaligtad ko lang. Nilagay ko lang yung sign sa left side. Sin x squared. What's d over dx of x squared? What's the derivative of x squared? That's just 2x. Plus, um, cosine x squared of dy over dx. You can see that, right? Dy over dx is equal to negative x sine y squared. Derivative ng y squared ng implicit differentiation is just 2y times dy over dx. Okay? Then, plus cosine y squared. Kinopy ko lang. Now, from this point, let's try to move na lahat ng dy over dx sa isang side, then walang dy over dx sa kabilang side. So, yung left-hand side yung may dy over dx ko. So, I'll write that dy over dx. Then, ano pa yun may dy over dx na term? It's this one. Pero I'll simplify it as I move it. Pwede mo ilabas yung 2 dito. Then, since negative to, magiging positive to. So, guys, please be careful sa paglilipat tsaka sa pagkokopya. So, magiging 2xy sine y squared dy over dx is equal to this one, cosine y squared. Since negative to, magiging positive, plus 2xy sine x squared. Factor out dy over dx, cosine x squared plus 2xy sine y squared is equal to this whole thing. Then, divide both sides by the coefficient here of dy over dx para ma-isolate siya. You will get your final answer. Let's box that. So, we were able na to solve all the examples that I prepared. So, let's just have a quick recap, right? So, these are our trigonometric functions, and I'm going to place them here for your reference. And synthesizing everything, I think in your exam naman, this won't be purely, in your exam, it won't be purely like this, like pure on trigonometric function, because that would be kind of straightforward. And instead, maybe what they would do is like combine this with other special functions like logarithmic and inverse trigonometric functions, which you will learn in the future to increase the complexity. So with this in mind, it's very advisable to master the trigonometric function differentiation. And you can do that by looking up more examples and by practicing. So thank you so much for watching. You may also avail syntax tutorials by scanning the QR code flashed on your screens. Once again, this is Anella Hardin from Syntax, paving your way to excellence.